Tonight, on the Chevrolet Sports Night, the world continues to react to the tragic passing of NBA legend Kobe Bryant. We'll have the latest on a devastating day across the sports globe. There was also college basketball played on Sunday. Wake Forest playing host to the defending national champs. Eddie Hughes will have the latest from Winston-Salem. And could the NC State women avenge their only loss of the season in North Carolina? That and more as the Chevrolet Sports Night starts now.
This is the Chevrolet Sports Night.
And good evening, beautiful people. It's not your typical Sunday fun day. It is me, JB Ricks, here to hold you down through the next 30 minutes, but it's definitely one of the toughest days of my career, so I hope you all will bear with me and be patient with me as we try to get through this next half hour. And unfortunately, we have to begin in a place that we all would soon like to forget. The world was stunned on Sunday, learning of the untimely death of former NBA star Kobe Bryant. The 41-year-old passed away in a tragic helicopter accident in Calabasas, California. 8 other people perished in the crash, including Bryant's 13-year-old daughter, Gianna. Widely recognized as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Kobe spent all 20 of his NBA seasons with the Los Angeles Lakers. He was an 18-time NBA All-Star. The Black Mamba won 5 NBA titles, 2 Finals MVPs, and was named the league's MVP in 2008. He is 4th on the all-time NBA scoring list, but he is 1st in Lakers history in many other categories, including three-point field goals, steals, and games played. He was very active after retiring in 2016, coaching his daughter's basketball team and remaining active in the communities across the globe. In 2018, he even won an Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film, Dear Basketball. The news obviously touching home here in North Carolina. Duke head coach Mike Krzyzewski, who coached Kobe in the 2008 and 2012 Olympics, had this to say, quote, "We have tragically lost one of the greatest sports figures of our time with the passing of Kobe Bryant. He was an incredibly gifted person who was universally respected. He was in constant pursuit of doing something special, and there will never be a greater warrior in our sport. I had the amazing honor of coaching Kobe in the 2008 and 2012 Olympic Games, and I will always remember how much he cherished representing his country in a first-class manner, playing the game he so loved. The game of basketball is better today because of Kobe, and he deserves eternal appreciation for that." Coach K also extended his family's sympathies to Kobe's wife and their children. Hornets owner Michael Jordan put out a statement on Twitter via his personal spokeswoman, quote, "I am in shock over the tragic news of Kobe and Gianna's passing. Words cannot describe the pain I'm feeling. I love Kobe. He was like a little brother to me. We used to talk often, and I will miss those conversations very much. He was a fierce competitor, one of the greats of the game, and a creative force. Kobe was also an amazing dad who loved his family deeply and took great pride in his daughter's love for the game of basketball. Yvette joins me in sending my deepest condolences to Vanessa, the Lakers organization, and basketball fans around the world. Hornets general manager Mitch Kupchak served in the Lakers front office during Kobe Bryant's career in L.A., and he also chimed in, quote, "I'm deeply saddened and shocked by today's tragic news of the passing of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. I had the privilege of witnessing up close, from start to finish, Kobe's remarkable 20-year NBA career with the Los Angeles Lakers. His accomplishments were truly extraordinary. A 5-time NBA champion, 2-time NBA Finals MVP, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and NBA MVP, and he will be remembered as one of the game's all-time greats," end quote. We will have much more on the tragic loss of one of the game's greats coming up later in the program. Never an easy transition, folks, but there was still plenty going on across the state when it comes to the sports world. And we start in Winston-Salem. For the second consecutive Sunday, Wake Forest was in action, this time with the defending national champs in town. Wake Forest at home trying to get above 500 while springing the upset and snagging their 3rd league victory. Virginia in town for this one, and Wake was without their leading scorer, Brandon Childress. He was hot. Wake was hot from deep in the first half, though. Isaiah Mucus knocking down the three-pointer right there. Then Andrian White from the corner to give Wake a 4-point lead with under 4 minutes to go. Freshman Ismail Massoud from the other corner this time. He hits the triple as the Deacs led 35-28 at the break. To the second half, White in transition. He's going to miss the layup, but Jacoby Heath Neat cleans it up for the follow-up dunk. Olivier Sarr will then kick it out to Andrian White here for another jumper. He led the Demon Deeps with 21 points. The Cavaliers kept it close. Thomas Woldentesse with the three ball. He led the Cavs with 21 points. And this game ended up needing overtime, tied at 56 in the extra section. Mucius helped Wake keep it close with the three. He finished with 16 and 10. Wake down 2 in the final seconds, and then it's Torrey Johnson finding Olivier Sarr. He can't get the shot off in time. Wake ends up dropping a close one. Virginia prevails 65-63. Elsewhere down Tobacco Road, UNC finally got a win after going nearly 3 weeks without one. The Tar Heels snapped a 5-game losing streak on Saturday by boat racing the Miami Hurricanes 94-71. Carolina shot a season-high 58% from the floor against the Canes, and they did a great job of sharing the ball, recording 32 assists. The 32 helpers tied a UNC record under head coach Roy Williams. Players say they'll try to carry the momentum from a victory moving forward, especially with who's next on the schedule.
Just try to carry it over to the next game. I mean, we play over in Raleigh, and we just want to take a lot of the things like our spacing and how much we move the ball and how we were passing and how we were having fun and try to take that over there to Raleigh and get a W.
All right, to the women's hardwood. NC State is ranked 8th in the country with a sparkling 18-1 record coming into Sunday. That one loss came at the hands of their rivals down the road, North Carolina. Wolfpack looking for revenge as they hosted the Tar Heels Sunday night. Second quarter action, Alyssa Cunane working down low, and she's going to come through with the turnaround and goes lefty. State led 30-27 at that point. Under a minute to go in the half, Taylor Koenig driving baseline, pulling up for the jumper. She had 21 points, and the Tar Heels trailed by 7 at the break. Third quarter, Ace Koenig with the hesitation dribble, step back, splash, waterfalls. She drills a huge three ball to give the Pack a 10-point lead, but Carolina would not go away. Shayla Bennett looking for space. She has a triple of her own, and she led all scorers with 24, but Cunane was just too much. She grabs the rebound off the miss, going up strong for the bucket. In the first game with UNC, she had just 8 points. Sunday, Cunane poured in 22 and 17 rebounds. NC State gets their revenge as they pull out the 76-68 victory. All right, folks, we've got to hit a break, but stick around. Much more still to come on the Chevrolet Sports Night. We'll have more on the stunning loss of sports icon Kobe Bryant. And we'll hear from LeBron James, who set a historic milestone involving the Mamba this weekend. The Rick's Review is on deck when the Chevrolet Sports Night returns. All right, welcome back to the program. I'm JB Ricks. It's a week that involved the debut of a future superstar, but it ended with the loss of an NBA legend. We recap it all in another Rick's Review. It's been a tough day across the board for the sports world as we revisit the top story across the globe. 5-time champion Kobe Bryant tragically lost his life at the tender age of 41 this morning. This is no doubt a day that we all will remember where we were at and who we were with when we heard that Kobe Bryant was no longer with us. Forget the legendary basketball career that he built in LA, but Kobe was thriving off the court as a father and a retiree. Kobe was the first professional athlete and first African-American to win an Oscar for Best Animated Short Film. That alone was a pure representation of the Mamba mentality, going after whatever it is you wanted in life and achieving success by any means necessary. He embodied that throughout his 20-year NBA career, and he was just getting warmed up with the retired life. His impact across the NBA and the world will be tremendously missed. And obviously, the tributes and remembrances continue to pour in from social media. Shaquille O'Neal, who was Kobe's teammate for 3 of those NBA titles in LA, took to Twitter to share his fond memories of his little brother. Shaq says, quote, "Kobe was so much more than an athlete. He was a family man. That was what we had most in common. I would hug his children like they were my own, and he would embrace my kids like they were his. His baby girl, Gigi, was born on the same day as my youngest daughter, Miera." Magic Johnson also chimed in through his Twitter account stating, quote, "He gave his knowledge, time, and talent to tutor so many at the youth level. collegiate level, and NBA and WNBA players. Words cannot express the impact that he had on the game of basketball. I know basketball fans all over the world will miss him, especially the city of Los Angeles. Now, there were whispers of the NBA possibly canceling the 8 scheduled games from Sunday, but all proceeded as normal. There were tributes all across NBA arenas, including moments of silence and teams uniformly committing 8-second backcourt violations and 24-second shot clock violations. As many of you know, Kobe is the only professional athlete to have 2 jerseys retired with the same organization. Kobe began his career wearing number 8 and finished in 24. The Mamba mentality is not a myth. It's a lifestyle. Of the 4 major athletes that I have on my Mount Rushmore, Jerry Rice, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Tiger Woods, I would put Kobe's competitive fire against all of those legends. Our prayers and condolences go out to Bryant's wife and his children and all of those families affected from today's tragic helicopter crash. All right, there's no easy transition here, folks, but we're going to stick with the association and the irony that has taken place this weekend. Just one day prior to Kobe Bryant's tragic death, LeBron James, widely regarded as the most popular athlete in the world today, actually passed Kobe on the all-time scoring list just 24 hours ago. James, who had a very close relationship with Kobe, came into the weekend needing 17 points to pass Kobe for 3rd on that all-time scoring list, and he achieved that mark in the city of brotherly love. The same city, in fact, where Kobe graduated from high school at Lower Merion High in Philadelphia. It was a milestone that clearly meant the world to LeBron, expressing his gratitude for Kobe's impact afterwards.
I mean, it's just too much. It's just too much. The story is just too much. It doesn't make sense. And just to make a long story short, now I'm here in the Lakers uniform in Philadelphia, where he's from, where one of the first time I ever met him, gave me his shoes, he won All-Star Week. It's surreal. It doesn't make no sense, but the universe just puts things in your life, and when you live in the right way, or you just giving everything to whatever you're doing, things happen organically, and it's not supposed to make sense, but it just happens. I'm happy just to be in any conversation with Kobe Bean Bryant, one of the all-time greatest basketball players to ever play, one of the all-time greatest Lakers. The man got 2 jerseys hanging up in Staples Center. It's just crazy.
Again, that was LeBron James last night after passing Kobe Bryant on the all-time scoring list. Now, from the past to the present and now to the future of the NBA. Zion Williamson made his highly anticipated debut with the New Orleans Pelicans earlier this week, and it was blockbuster. After a lackluster first 3 quarters, Zion exploded in the 4th, erupting for 17 consecutive points, leading his team back into the lead with about 6 minutes to play. However, the team training staff mandated that Williamson come out a short time after that, ending his night with 22 points and 7 rebounds. Since then, Zion has played in 2 other games, including tonight against the Celtics, where he scored 21 points and 11 rebounds in 27 minutes of action. And for the first time, the minute restrictions bestowed upon him during his first week in the NBA allowed him to be in the game down the final stretch, which helped lead the Pelicans to his first career NBA victory. Head coach Alvin Gentry received criticism for his usage of Zion's minutes in the early going, but it was clear that they are on a strict schedule to begin his career, and I, for one, am all for it. The only focus and priority for Zion's rookie season should be to keep him healthy and prepare him for the superstar career that he is about to embark on. All right, folks, one more time out to burn, but do not go anywhere. So much more to get to before we shut this program down. Baseball season right around the corner. We'll have some previews on tap. And the NFL's version of their All-Star game took place in Orlando. Highlights of the 2020 Pro Bowl on tap. Chevrolet Sports Night returns in a bit, but first, roll that animation.